Hey buddy, and welcome back to some Roblox and Forces, and today we are going to go over basically all the shotguns and my findings that I have done in my research with all the different shotguns. Personally, they're all pretty good. They all have their own playstyle, and when I did use them all, I did get really good kills towards the end of when I stopped using them, which is really what you want. That's kind of what you want in any gun, right? You want to be able to own with any gun that you can. Make any gun that you guys use OP, and keep that to heart as you guys might be playing this game. So I did spend the most time, probably, I think it's on this gun in the Saiga. The thing that I didn't use really as much as these two was the DBV. I did not quite care for the DBV, and my problem with the DBV was it just doesn't shoot fast enough for my liking. It wasn't my playstyle. If you guys don't know, my playstyle is shoot a lot of bullets as fast as you can. And that's me. I'm all about speed. So I would rather have something that shoots insanely fast than I can kind of do a lot of damage with. The M60 is probably one of those that kind of fits both in both of those categories. But these two shotguns, the Spaz 12 and the Saiga, are my favorite. Now, what makes these shotguns probably some of the easiest to start being used? So one thing for sure, the Spaz 12, although it doesn't kill in the first shot, or maybe even the second shot, it definitely does kill within 3 shots at pretty much any range, unless you're wanting to snipe someone across the map. That doesn't work unless you have slugs. This gun I absolutely love. Just ignore kind of the accuracy. The one thing that you do have to be careful of is it is a little bit slower than you would think. It just feels slower than anything I could think of. I was always thinking of Saiga speed, and that's not what you get with this gun. You get a definitely different speed than you would probably think of. It's a little bit slower, but I do still like this one. The one particular problem that I do have with this weapon is the weapon skin. Now, yes, I do have a weapon skin with it, but it only is on the back and you can't see it here. If we press H, you guys see that? It's only right on that back part there, which is fine, but it only works when you have a sight on it. If you have anything else, it does not work and does not pop up, which means that we need to probably change that. So if you guys there at Stylus Studios, you guys would be greatly appreciated if you guys could do that. When did I die? Oh, that's when I died. I was just wondering. But so basically, my two shotguns currently, the Saiga and this one, or not my two shotguns, yeah, my original two shotguns that I used, the KSG and the Remington. So my Remington was the faster, not the faster of the two, but it was definitely really fast for a pump action shotgun, which was awesome. And the one thing that I liked about it was the the bird shot. That's what I used, and the bird shot always was really helpful. It always allowed me to do what I needed to, and it was a close range killer. I could drop anywhere, rush them, and then they would be dead, which was awesome, especially because that's my play style. I just absolutely love doing stuff like that, kind of going in, spawn killing, or just trying to keep my team off from dying, trying to keep I'm one of those people that is able to kind of rush in and save my team from the verge of death typically, or if I'm not able to, we're very close to actually winning, which is great. That's what I anticipate for. I don't want to be the person that everything always weighs on my shoulders, but I do like being able to have some more responsibility than typical people do in this game, which is absolutely what I love about this game, is that there's some really good players and there's some really bad players, and you know, good players need to teach the bad players, and that's how I kind of see it. That's how I've always been with all my games, and if I can get the best in that game, I will, and I will spread my tips. So the Saiga, I have it set up more of a Remington. This gun, I have it just set up with regular stuff. And what I mean by set up as Remington is that I have it set up for close range. Ooh, that one took many more kills, or many more shots. But so one thing that I do like about the actual shotguns, or actually this shotgun in particular, is that it doesn't have too much recoil, and the recoil that it does have does come right back per shot. So like if I shoot, it's gonna kind of go just a tiny bit higher, but not enough to really notice. And if you're holding down and you only need to kill like one person, it's perfect for this. It's also perfect for doing small groups, very, very small groups, at medium distance. The Saiga is a medium to short range distance, and that thing is a really awesome gun for doing that. You can just spam right into a whole group of them and you've got them owned. Totally, totally owned, which is what you really want in the end when you're killing these guys. So you guys see that? That was a small group, but I was at closer range than I was. I was more of a medium to short range, which is not what you really want for this weapon. It's much more of a medium range, because then that gives you just that little bit of extra few seconds to kind of kill some of these people, which is definitely what you need. Personally, I like the Saiga just a tish better, but that's only because it has just a tish faster fire rate. There we go. I can't speak today. I saw the new Infinity War movie, so I'm pretty much in awe from that. If you guys haven't seen that already, I would highly recommend you guys going and see that. And yeah, so I don't know. And let's get back to that one question: is are these guns like actually OP? Are they viable? Yeah, they're totally viable, and the thing is they are OP, but if you look at it, every gun's OP. You guys look at me with the Warpig, you guys look at me with the Remington, you look at me with this gun, the M4, the AKM, the AK-47. You look at me with all these different guns and all that stuff, and I own with them. And that's just because I put a lot of time into like one weapon at a time. And then when the new guns come out, I try them, and then I kind of lose some stuff. But other than that, I'm typically really great. Ooh, this is kind of weird. You guys should have seen my last match. I played a game this morning where I had all of the kills, and all of my team had a ton of deaths, which is not very appreciated, but we ended up losing, unfortunately. But hey, it was a good match at the end. Hey, that guy picked up my weapon. Proud of you. But so like, if we look at my actual, come on, it does this. It's been doing this. So I've been using the Spaz here for just a little bit. This is my actual second weapon that I started using. I do really like it. I just had the muzzle brake on it because why not? But I would probably go with birdshot or something like that on this, or slugs. I feel like slugs could do the trick, but I don't know. I'm gonna probably put a few more kind of kills in this. And then the Saiga, I put in a ton of kills on this thing. And this thing, I have it set up for an accurate, how do I want to phrase this? An accurate close range shotgun. Does that make sense? So what's really great about this gun is I set it up to be both long range for the kind of like spamming thing, and close range. It's an insta kill at close range, which is awesome. That's what you really want with the birdshot. And pretty much if you get a kill on either the body or the head, it's an insta kill, which is great. And it's really great at pretty much all distances. You can do the spamming effect, which is awesome. That's what you really want. And with all the kind of Axis shotguns, I've never run out of ammo in it, which is great. And I like the attachments that I have on it. So what I did was I put an ACOG scope on it, which does allow me to kind of zero in a little bit more than you would normally. Now, sometimes it does take a little bit of shotgun spamming, but other than that, you should be pretty much absolutely fine with using it. It's pretty great. I do really like it. I put a stubby grip on it so that way I could have, as I'm spamming, the least amount of recoil. So that's what kind of the stubby grip does, is on full auto or the fastest firing weapons that you guys might be using. Ooh, rank up. It makes you kind of one of the fastest people. Ooh, I already got that gun. I thought that came out at rank 137. So, fun fact. I was not too smart on the weapons. But so, I do like this gun. I really do appreciate both of these shotguns, and let's kind of just talk about the DBV. I'm not going to use it until I die, but problem with the DBV is it's a long-range semi-auto shotgun. Does that make sense? I hope it does, because it was whack when I started using it. So what it kind of entails is it entails a very, very odd assortment of kind of things. So it's semi-auto, which is awesome. You know, who doesn't like the semi-auto shotguns? You gotta be crazy too. But it also has this nice kind of, where did he come from? But it also has a nice little kind of like range thing, so you can totally kill people at really whatever range that you need, which is what you really, really want in the end, which is awesome. So you know, the thing is I would still go with one of the other two shotguns because they are faster, and I think that the DBV is the same speed as the whatchamacallit, as the Spaz 12. Yeah, that's it. Sorry you guys, I'm totally wonked out today. It's the same speed, but it just still feels slower. It has a little bit more damage to it, but it also has a lot more recoil. So if you guys are not the most accurate, it's probably not going to be the best shotgun for you. And that's the other thing. The pump shotguns really don't have too much recoil, except for the last one that came out, the highest one. Oh, thanks Windows 10. You always do great for videos. But you know, other than, gotta love Windows 10. Sorry you guys, it's like, oh, you're just rude. Xbox is a hacker. Can't play on Xbox on servers, so I don't know. So my overall kind of feeling of them is that they're not OP. They're very volatile. They're very useful. They all have their own little different kind of secrets that we can all use, and they all allow you to do different things. So if you guys have a preference, if you guys still think not that they're OP, then that's kind of your deal, but they are probably going to be in the game, and I don't think that they're going to get nerfed or changed or anything for a long while, which is great. That's kind of what you want in some of these weapons, is not for them to be changed, because if they're changed, then all of a sudden, if you guys are only relying on that one weapon like I do, you guys might be screwed in the end. So that's really it for this episode. I do recommend the Saiga and the Spaz 12, but I would wait on the Spaz 12 once you get close to probably 90, 100, just due to its high rank, and that it's not, it's just a little bit different version of the Saiga. So if you guys don't like to spend your money, then I would just wait on it. So yeah. The Saiga is also great because it's like a standard level 50. The DBV, I always have problems because it's like, it's weird letters put together, it feels. It's really low level shotgun. I don't know if it is the first shotgun that you get now. I'm not too sure. But it is a good shotgun to start using if you guys are not great at shotguns. So just keep that in mind, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.